Hello friends, welcome back to Fitness Matters. In this video, we'll be talking about how to fix rounded shoulders. Rounded shoulders is one of the most common problems in today's society. Why does that happen? The reason is we spend a lot of time on our mobile phone and our desktops or laptops. So most of the time we sit in this position. If I'm sitting this position, or if I'm in front of my laptop, I'm in this position. So continuously we are spending a lot of time in this slouched position, and our body tends to adapt to that position. So our posture becomes like this, somewhat like this. This may be a bit of an exaggeration, but you get the general idea. It may curve forward. So that causes tremendous problems. First of all, it messes up our posture. It doesn't look good. So we don't want that. It conveys a lack of confidence. Now another major thing which goes beyond our looks is that this leads to lower back pain also. It's not just about the looks. Why is that? Because this slouched posture prevents us from achieving complete overhead extension. Just imagine I'm in a rounded posture like this. If my back remains like this, I can raise my hands up only till this much. I can't bring it all the way up. Now, if I need to get all the way up, what my body does? It does a little bit of cheating to get all the way up. I'm here. Now to reach all the way up, instead of bringing the movement from my middle back, my lower back arches forward. So what happens? Since I can only raise this much, my lower back is bringing the rest of the movement. So all that force is coming onto the lower back, which places a lot of strain on the lower back, resulting in back pain. And this is especially true if you are a gym goer. If you are a gym goer, if you are doing some form of overhead pressing, what happens? I'm able to lift only this much if I have a rounded back, and the rest of the movement is coming from my lower back. And with the weight on your back too, that jeopardizes your lower back totally. You never want that. So this is a condition that must be fixed. And most people just ignore it. But the thing is, it's very easy to fix it. It hardly takes a few minutes of your daily life. So how do we fix this? Now before we talk about how to fix this problem, I'll tell you one way how not to fix it. That is going for one of these postural correction belts. You know what I'm talking about. They are marketed all over the internet as a means to correct bad posture. Guys, that simply does not work. That is equivalent to you holding someone and pulling them backwards, thinking that will correct bad posture. What happens here is the belt takes over the work the muscles are supposed to do. It is a job of your posterior muscles to hold your shoulders backwards. Instead, the belt is taking over that work and weakens the muscles over time. So that is a definite no-no. To fix this problem the right way, we need to work on the muscles and the joints causing this problem. In this video, we'll work on the muscle part of the problem, and in the next video, we'll work on fixing the joints involved. This is Anand Menon and you're watching Fitness Matters. If you're new to this channel, please show your support by hitting the subscribe button and clicking on the notification bell. Okay, now let's get down to it. So to correct the rounded shoulders the proper way, the route is very simple. The muscles in the front are tight due to sitting like this. The muscles in the front are tight, and the muscles in our back, especially the mid-back, the rhomboids, those are weak. So the front is tight and the back is weak. We need to correct that. So for the tight part, we need to stretch it, and for the weak part, we need to strengthen it. I'll show you how it's done. So to work on the muscles causing rounded shoulders, first we need to stretch the tight muscles, which is the front part. So what we need to do is stretch our pectoral muscles, which mainly contributes to tightness. Pectoral muscles just means our chest. So to stretch our pectoral muscles, what we need to do is find a wall or any solid object like this one. Now place your palm in an inverted position like this and place it on the surface. Our hand should be parallel to the floor, not like this, parallel to the floor. Okay, now move our torso in the opposite direction. So if I want to stretch my left hand, I need to move my torso to the right side. So I'm shifting my torso to the right side. It will be easier if you place the right leg in the back. Now shift your torso to the opposite side. You feel a really good stretch on your pectoral muscles. Hold the stretch, it feels really intense. Hold it for about 20 seconds and relax. I'll repeat that just about 3 times. One more time. Hold. Okay, I did that 3 times. Now do the same thing for the other side. Simple. Our palms facing upside down and then hand parallel to the ground and shift your torso to the opposite side. Now to my left side. Shift my torso to the left side. It feels really good. It feels a really great stretch on your chest muscles. Hold the stretch for about 20 seconds, then relax. And one more time. Hold the stretch for about 20 seconds and relax. Like that 3 times. Okay. So now we have stretched the front part. Now that we stretched the tight muscles, our next step is strengthening the weak muscles. Like I said, which muscles are weak? For this, our middle back muscles, which are known as the rhomboids. Those are the weak muscles. So we need to strengthen them. One simple way in which you can do that is, of course, there are tons of ways. Especially when I'm in the gym, I have plenty of machines. I can do back rows, I can do face pulls, I can do rear delt flies, I can do tons of things. But if you are at home without much equipment, there is one simple exercise which you can do, which requires only one simple piece of equipment, which is a resistance loop. For those of you who don't know what a resistance loop is, I'll show it to you in a second. So this is what a resistance loop is. This is a small piece of rubber which has an inbuilt tension to it. I'll link a few of them in the description below. Don't worry, it's not a sponsored video, but I just find this handy. So take a resistance loop like this. Remember, while doing this, select the lightest possible resistance, because this is a very small muscle group which you are working. We are actually working the rotator cuffs of the shoulder. So it's a very small muscle group. So select the lightest weight possible, lightest resistance possible. So what we need to do is take a resistance loop and cross our hands through it, one to this side and one to the other side. Now what we need to do is place it below us and first bring your pelvis into a posterior tilt. I talked about this in the previous video, the importance of maintaining the posterior tilt, so that the movement does not come from our lower back. The movement should come from our middle back. So posterior tilt first. Now what we need to do is open up our chest. Squeeze our back and open up the chest. Hold for 5 seconds and relax. One more time. Posterior tilt and open our chest. Squeeze the back muscles and relax. One more time. Posterior tilt, open up the chest, squeeze the back and relax. Okay, I'll show it to you one time from the lateral view. So, first bring the posterior tilt. Now open up your chest and relax. Hold for 5 seconds and relax. Okay. Now that movement strengthens our rotator cuffs and our rhomboids. So friends, these are the 2 steps involved in dealing with the muscles causing rounded shoulders. Now, in the next video, we'll deal with the joints causing rounded shoulders. Thank you so much for watching.